In the past, particularly in the early 1990s and late 1980s, the Armenian forces committed some major human rights abuses, crimes of war inside Nagorno-Karabakh. Many independent observers have catalogued those crimes. Are you now prepared to acknowledge them and say sorry for them?
Under international law, though, current international law, Armenia has been illegally occupying Nagorno-Karabakh and the adjacent areas for more than 25 years.
You've just called Nagorno-Karabakh ethnically belonging to your people there, but the United Nations calls Armenians an occupation force. Look, in 1993 there were Security Council resolutions demanding the immediate withdrawal of those occupying forces, as they said. In 2008, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution on the issue in which it called for exactly the same thing, and the 2008 General Assembly reaffirmed Azerbaijan's territorial integrity. This obviously has to happen through negotiation. You can see it pointed out there in black and white.
But actions speak louder than words, Prime Minister, and what we saw in mid-July was Armenian forces shelling villages across the line of conflict.
There is that it should belong to Azerbaijan. It is in the resolution that it belongs to Azerbaijan. Let's be clear about that.
But what is quite clear is that you, over months, have taken a series of provocative actions which have heightened tensions in Nagorno-Karabakh. For example, why last year in August did you go to Stepanakert in Nagorno-Karabakh and make a speech saying Artsakh, which is what you call Nagorno-Karabakh, is Armenia, period, and then led a crowd in a chant, a nationalist chant of unification? That was clearly a provocation to Azerbaijan.
But the problem is that your Prime Minister was there in, I believe it was August, actually last year in August, and he was behaving in a very nationalistic way. He used, perhaps it's his language, but he used the Armenian name for Nagorno-Karabakh, and he repeatedly led crowds chanting unification with Armenia. Is that your policy?
It's not.
We are
to be
mutual.
honest with you,
we are.
It's not. We can't go through thousands of years of your history. What we can do is address the realities of today. The UN General Assembly, as you well know, hang on. The UN General Assembly has adopted a resolution which quite clearly, quote, demands the immediate, complete, unconditional withdrawal of all Armenian forces from the occupied territories of the Republic of Azerbaijan. Now that's from the UN General Assembly. Under international law, your forces are a force of occupation. You choose to go there and talk about that territory being yours. You clearly are not a peacemaker.